Hola, 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 ¿cómo estás? Hello, everybody. You know what time it is. It is time for another Wednesday Wisdom Nugget. So we're almost there. Wednesday is here. So all we have to do is get over that hump, and then we have Friday and the weekend. Yay! What are your plans? I actually have nothing going on this weekend. So yeah, but I am going to go ahead and get into the verse here, and it is a very popular verse. It is coming from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 8. Very popular, and it reads, "We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed." So today I'm going to discuss when you don't feel like it. Normally my tones are always happy, sunshine, and roses. Life is not always sunshine and roses. And have you ever been in a season where you just don't feel like it? And you're reading your Bible, you're going to church, you're talking to people, you're getting positive affirmations, you're getting all the things that you need so it can soak in and you can have a better mood, but you just don't feel like it. You're like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like praying. I don't feel like pushing. And it's not even about the people around you. Everyone around you is positive. And you're not listening to them. You're just like, in your mind and in your thoughts, you're like, I don't care. I just want to feel this way right now. I'm tired. It's just been one thing after another. And then also a season where like you've been pressing, you've been pushing, you had a good attitude, like you were in the best spiritual sense that you've ever been in. Like you were praying, you were consistent with going to church. I mean, you're just a good person. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. And it's just back to back to back to back to back things that are happening. Back to back rejections, back to back disappointments, just back to back things that make you sad and angry. Possibly someone comes to you and says, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. You're going through a divorce. You're going through grief. You're going through mental health issues, no matter what it is. And you're sitting back and you're just like, I don't feel like it. And the more that you're trying to be positive, the more something else is thrown at you, the more that there's something else happening and you're just over it. You want to scream. You want to have almost a nervous breakdown. You're getting ready to lose it inside. This is the message for you. Sometimes we don't feel like it. I have times like that. And I've had times like that where I just don't feel like it. To be honest with you, I didn't want to do this Wednesday Wisdom Nugget, but the man upstairs was like, no, you're going to do it. And I felt like that today. Like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do this. For what? I don't feel like doing this. Everybody feels like that. But guess what? You have to keep pushing. And let me tell you a little secret. The more you feel like that and when you feel like that, that's when your breakthrough is even closer. That's when you need to push the most, because the devil will always try to play with your mind and give attacks and do stuff like that to make you think you're further from your breakthrough. That is when you need to push the most. That's when you need to push the hardest. You need to keep going and keep pressing. Sometimes it's about pushing, because God is always with you. He is not going to forsake you. So, there's just times where you really don't feel like it. Like I said, I've been there. You don't want to get out of bed. And I'm here to tell you it's okay. Sometimes you don't want to hear the positivity. Sometimes you don't want to hear the good things, because you're looking at what you see all around you. And you're like, you know what? I want to stay in this moment. I want to wallow for a little bit. I want to feel the way I feel. Leave me alone. And when I get like that, let me tell you what I do. I just lock myself in my room. I watch TV. TV is my refuge. I don't know where I would be sometimes without, the show The Golden Girls. I watch The Golden Girls on the Hallmark Channel to go to bed sometimes. It's my transition into nighttime. So for me, Golden Girls is like my show. I love it. I have fun with that show in my mind. And then I end up going to sleep. But everybody has something that they do to transition over to relaxation, or when they just don't feel like being bothered. Some people eat. Some people are solo travelers. You know, I've gone on solo trips as well, and I can tell you that's another one that's very peaceful. Some people don't answer their phone, they don't talk to people, they don't want to talk to people. So I'm saying that to say, don't always get mad when people don't want to pick up the phone, because sometimes I get in that mood as well. Don't get mad when people don't want to pick up the phone. You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what they're going through. And then there's sometimes where I've been in circumstances where people will call me and they're airing out all of their stuff. And then I have no room to talk about what I'm going through. And by the time I want to talk about what I'm going through, yeah, I'm busy. I got to go. Bye. Click. I'm just like, who can I run to when I have issues? And it's hard when you're going through in your life and you're dealing with a lot and somebody piles on their problems. And then now you have your problems and their problems. So I see and I understand now why people put their phones on Do Not Disturb and why people cut their phones off. And I'm saying that to say, sometimes I have those days, where I do that. But don't stay there. Because I'm going to be real with you. When you stay there, that's now depression. When you stay in that every day and you start loving the way that feels, you're now depressed and you're holding all of that in. Free yourself from that. Talk to someone. You don't have to talk to people you know. Talk to a therapist. Talk to a psychiatrist. Talk to your friend that you can trust, the friend that's not going to tell any of your business. Because some of you are talking to the wrong people. You're talking to any and everyone about your problems. You don't ever talk to any and everyone about your problems. Everyone's not going to be supportive of you because some people are glad you have issues. So they're laughing at you on the inside. You don't talk to those people. I believe in therapy. And what I've been doing now is group therapy. And group therapy is different. I'm not very transparent. I don't really talk about my issues and I don't really talk about the things that I go through. So that is the thing. And that's what I urge all of you to do because that's what I've been doing. And I'm here to say it does feel uncomfortable, especially if you're a private person. But opening up it's releasing your pain and it also allows you to be freed. And if you're a person, you're like, girl, shut up. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not telling anyone my business, blah, 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 blah. You can always journal. You can always journal. But if you still feel the same way every day, like you want to be in that dark place, it's time to get help. You don't want to be that person that just sinks and sinks and sinks in your emotions. It's okay to be emotional every now and then, but every day, I'm telling you, it wears and tears on your body. It wears and tears on your mind. You have to free yourself of that hurt and that pain. And it's time to talk to a professional if that's the way that you feel every day. If you're not feeling like yourself, it's time to take the steps to talk to someone because I'm telling you, I've been there. It's a dark road and it is scary. And you don't feel like yourself. You don't even feel like waking up. You don't feel like going through the normalcy of life. And that's when it's time to see someone. It's time to take that step above. Think about the most miserable person to you. Think about the person you go to at work and you talk to them, they don't speak to you, and you're saying, it's a good day. What's good about it? Do you want to be that person? Do you want to be that person that's just negative all the time, mad at the world? Nobody sits by them at lunch. Nobody talks to them. They're miserable. They don't have a man or woman. They don't have friends. They're just mad. Everybody is seeing the sunshine, and this person is always seeing the darkness. You don't want to be that person. And I am a firm believer that people like that, they have a lot going on inside. They have a lot of childhood trauma that they never released. Release it. Get the professional help to learn how to release it. It's okay to have days like that. We all have days like that, but it's not okay to have years like that. It's not even okay to have months like that. It's time to get some help, okay? Take care, guys, and remember, there is always a rainbow after the rain. Think about it. I don't care how bad it rains. Look for that rainbow. That's the sun shining. As long as you keep going and you keep looking and you keep searching and you keep having hope and faith, look for that rainbow. God bless. Bye-bye.